Hey guys, this is Marshall, the captain from MainDeck Masters, and in today's video we wanted to make a deck profile for the Infinite combo that we put in one of our shorts that got a lot of traction in the community and got a lot of people talking, including a lot of judges. We have confirmed that this is how it works, and this is confirmed by multiple judges in their judges' discords and stuff like that. So we wanted to make a video going over the combo, going over the preliminary deck profile that I have made, and just kind of explain what goes on and how it works and stuff like that. So with that being said, let us get into the deck profile. All right, everybody, the deck profile is right here. So we're gonna get started with 3 Coliseum Golems. This is one of your key combo pieces. You desperately need to see this card because otherwise you can't go infinite without it. It is the biggest spirit in your deck, and it is your big beater. It can also help you close out games very quickly, so it forces your opponent to have an answer for this. So definitely needed in this type of deck. After that, we have 2 copies of Caldera Dragon. Caldera Dragon helps you get back your Nexuses. This is a very Nexus heavy combo deck, so you sort of need your Nexuses, and having a way of recursion for them is very nice. It can also close out games on its own. You have 3 copies of Clavincale. Clavincale is a really good card. It's one of the best spirits to come out of set 5. It is Gale 2, it ramps a core, it taps a Nexus, it blows up a 4 cost or less every time a Nexus is rested. It does a lot for this low of a cost and for this low of a core investment. So this card is really good, one of the best cards in the deck. 2 copies of Ezo Otter. I love this card. This card flash speed, animates a Nexus, and it ramps you a core. And it's swift, so it animates on the opponent's turn, so it gives a core. It just does a lot. But this is an extra combo piece into what we will be going over after I show you all the cards in the deck. This card is really good. I'm probably thinking about running more of it. Again, this is a preliminary deck, so lists are bound to change. So we shall see what happens after more testing. This is my little spicy 2 of tech that me and David discovered that would probably be great for this deck. Is 2 copies of Turbo Rex. So the reason for the Turbo Rex in this deck is you need your opponent to swing at you. You need them to declare an attack, because all of your stuff happens in their flash step, or the flash timing on their turn. So you need them to not just pass through their battle phase and not do anything. You need them to give you the opportunity. And that's what Turbo Rex is here to do. He's here to just go, okay, you're going to swing at me whether you like it or not. Or he eats a removal spell, and that means that they didn't do anything after that. They didn't use it for anything else, which means you can play a little bit safer because they don't have that removal spell anymore. After that, we have 3 copies of Galleon Golem. Galleon Golem is your primary win condition in this deck. You essentially just need him to hit. For those who don't know what he does, the only part that you really care about is his second effect, his level 2 and 3 effect, which is whenever he deals damage to the opponent, they mill a number of cards equal to the number of cores on this spirit. And when we explain the combo, you'll understand why he's our win condition. After that, we have 4 copies of Heart Princess Pollen. We're a Nexus combo deck. We need to find their Nexuses, and even putting some in the trash is not a bad thing because we can always get them back with Caldera. After that, we have 4 copies of Sailor Ant-Man. We need a certain amount of cores to be able to kickstart this combo and to get it going. And this card is immediate if you have a Sunken Ruins. It is a immediate ramp 2 on summon, and it costs 2 to play if you have a Sunken Ruins. And if you have more green than that, it's less. So immediately generating 2 more cores for 2. Is really good. He's fodder for the Turbo Rex if need be. After that, we have last of the spirits. We have 2 copies of Cat Ether. So Cat Ether, for those who don't know what this card does, it says on summon, target one of your spirits with 1 symbol on it, and it gains Astral until the end of the turn. Mainly, we're just doing it for the Astral because not a lot of people are playing Astral at the moment because all the spirits that have it aren't that good. And there's better forms of Guard Restrict in the game, but that's why we're taking advantage of the Cat Ether. Because giving this Astral will almost secure us a win if they don't have a removal spell. Giving this Astral can secure us a win if they don't have a removal spell. Being able to just give any of our win conditions to Astral to be able to connect is the name of the game with that card, and that's why it's in that deck. On to the Nexuses, we have 4 copies of Sunken Ruins and 4 copies of Second Angel Lilith. So this is it for Nexuses. We need to see these, and we need to see at least one of each. It is super important that you have to have these. That's why we're playing both of them at max copies, and we're playing Pollen to help search them. We're playing Caldera to get back if we mill this or if it gets blown up, anything like that. So it's really good for that. On to the spells. We're playing 3 copies of Water Spout, 3 copies of Floodstream. Floodstream keeps us from dying to aggro decks and token decks. Water Spout keeps us from dying to a little bit bigger creatures, but then also lets us cheat cost on some of our creatures to be able to do combos and stuff like that if we need to. After that, we have our staples: 4 Ice Shields, 4 Star Bless, 4 Strong Draws. Where a combo deck, we need to dig through our pieces and we need to live. So we need to make it to the combo to be able to do this. To explain the combo, it is very, very simple once you learn how it works. So how the combo works is you need a Second Angel Lilith, a Sunken Ruins, or an Ezo Otter in your hand, and the CORES to swift it in. And then you need a Colosseum Golem specifically at level 2. So how it works is your opponent goes to combat. If you have Sunken Ruins, immediately at the beginning of combat, you animate your Second Angel Lilith, you turn it into a creature. Or if you have the CORES in here during the first flash step, you will swift out Ezo Otter and turn it into a creature. To do this combo, this needs to be a creature. How it works: Second Angel Lilith can target itself with its own ability if it is a creature, because it is a blue angel nexus. And when it gains whenever it becomes a creature, it becomes a blue angel golem spirit nexus. It has all 5 of those words. There's no replacement effects. There is no choose one or the other. It is all of them at the same time. Immediately upon first flash step, you will go activate effect of Lilith. Rest itself for cost to target itself and stand itself. If you have Colosseum Golem at level 2, you will then proceed to make 1 core to generate a core from the void onto this spirit or onto this nexus. So what happens is every time you are given flash step, you will activate, and you will do this. And flash step doesn't close until both players are done. So what I normally will do is I will make this, and I will look at my opponent and I will say, do you have any responses? If you do not have any further flash, I will proceed to do this X number of times and make X number of cores, thereby generating what is equate to infinite cores, because you can just generate a number big enough that it doesn't matter. So then you just repeatedly do this over and over and over, and you will have, and then bam, you have infinite cores for the rest of the game. So there are things you can do in this deck to capitalize on that. With cards like Calavincale, every time you perform the rest to the tap to untap, you will blow up a 4 cost or less spirit. So you can machine gun an entire board. If anything that is 4 or less on your opponent's board will immediately be destroyed. And then taking advantage of the sheer amount of cores we're going to be making is where you have the Galleon Golems, and just anything you really want to do at this point. You can play out your entire hand and never worry about cores ever, so it's really good for that. So that is the combo for this deck. That was the deck profile and the combo tutorial, so we wanted to bring this out to you guys so that way you could see it, that way you could see what it does, how it works, and exactly what happens. As we came up with this, we started, again, and like I said, we started asking judges, and judges got back to us very quickly, and they were like, yes, this is how it works, this is how this actually resolves, and this is what would happen. So we wanted to just get this video out, show you guys what's going on, and let you guys take it and run with it. So I will be taking this and running with it, because this is definitely one of my favorite decks. That is this favorite decks and favorite interaction that has come up in this game, and I'm very much enjoying it. And it's just fun having 500, 600, 700 cores. It's just great. Like, who doesn't want to have that much? So with that being said, if you guys like this kind of content, let us know. We will make a lot more of this stuff. Make sure to like the video, share it, subscribe. Before we go, Team MainDeck is going to be participating in the C Sports event for Battlecore in their inaugural season, the Season 0. I will be playing this deck. This is one of the decks that I submitted, and you may see it on stream. Stop by the streams every time we play, and you may see it in action. You may see me get beat in the face. Who knows? So with that being said, peace out.